Mean and mode. On a math test, the scores of 16 students were 99, 73, 72, 66, 72, 72, 99, 85, 73, 82, 72, 73, 82, 72, 73, and 85. Part A. Find the mean of the data set. The mean of the data set is found by finding the total of the data and then dividing by the number of pieces of data there are. And so we will write this as 99 plus 73 plus 72 plus 66 plus 72 plus 72 plus 99 plus 85 plus 73 plus 82 plus 72 plus 73 plus 82 plus 72 plus 73 plus 85, and then all of that divided by the number of pieces of data. So let's count this. There should be 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And so I'm going to pull up a calculator to enter these values in. A scientific calculator. 99 plus 73 plus 72 plus 66 plus 72 plus 72 plus 99 plus 85 plus 73 plus 82 plus 73 plus 82 plus 72 plus 73 plus 85, and then divide that by 16. So that the mean of this data set is 73.625. Now we interpret that as being a typical data point. So if all of these students took this test, the typical student is one that made around a 73, a 74. Part B, find the mode of the data set. The mode is the most common, the piece of data that occurs most often. And so we might even create tally marks for each one of these to see if we can find out what's most common. But just looking very quickly back through this data, 85, 82, 99 all occur a few times, but I think 73 or 72 occurs most often. So let's see. So 72, 73. I'll go ahead and write all of these actually. 73, 72, we had 66, 99 is somewhere on this list, 85, 82 is on the list. Okay, so there is 166, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 72s. Let's see, 73, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 73s. There is 1, 2 82s. We have 1, 2 85s. And finally, we have 2 99s. So that the mode is 72. Now, it's not uncommon to have more than one mode. If you have two modes, we call that a bimodal data set. Bimodal, two modes. If there are three or more that occur the same amount, same frequency, then we just typically say that the data set has no mode, but you could talk about things that are trimodal and things like that. But typically we say, oh, there's too many things that are sharing the load of the mode, so there is no mode. In this case, we have a mode of 72. Next question. Find the median of the following data sets. The median is the value that is in the center of the data. Specifically, we have to sort our data first. So for part A, we have the data set consisting of 11, 2, 14, 3, and 8. If we sort this list, we have the data set containing 2, 3, 8, 11, and 14. Now looking at these in an order, in a sorted list, we can see that the middle piece of data is the number 8, because there are 2 items above, 2 items below. If the list is longer, we may have to check off, count 1 on each end until we find the one in the middle. But in this case, the median is 8. Part B. We have the data set consisting of 2, 6, 3, 8, 10, and 25. First, we will sort this data set so that we have 2, 3, 6, 8, 10, and 25. Now things are a bit more complicated here because we have an even number of pieces of data. Part A, we had 5 pieces of data, so it's an odd number, so there's always a middle. But when there are 6 pieces of data, we find where the middle occurs, and the middle occurs between the values 6 and 8. So what is the value of the median? Well, it's the average of those 2 pieces of data in the middle. So if we say 6 plus 8 divided by 2, that would be 7. And so the median is 7. Example, stem and leaf plot. Use the given stem and leaf plot to determine the mean, median, and mode. In order to use this stem and leaf plot, what we need to do is actually extract the data. So if you notice in this, we have the stems of 8, 9, 10, and 11, and the leaves for 8 are 8 and 9, which means our 2 pieces of data, because this isn't marked up, we ought to have a key here that says 8 vertical bar 8 means 88 or something like that. But with that being missing, I'm going to interpret it that way, that 8 bar 8 is equal to 88. So I'm going to write my data. I'm going to write a list of 88 and 89 for the stem of 8. For the next row, we have 9 vertical bar 0, 0, 7. So I'm going to interpret this as 90, 90, and 97. On the next stem of 10, we have the values 2, 5, 6, and 7. So we'll interpret this as 102, 105, 106, and 107. With the stem of 11, we have the values 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, and 5. So we will interpret this as 111, 112, 112, 112, 114, and 115. Now I've written these all out actually in one single line because the median will require that, finding the middle value. But what we can go ahead and do is go to a calculator and calculate the mean by adding these values up and then dividing by the total, which there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 15 pieces of data. I'm going to write n equals 15 for the number of pieces of data. And so we can add these up and divide by 15 to find the mean. Now I'm not going to actually write that here. I'm going to put it in the calculator, but I would suggest you write down what I'm putting in the calculator so that you can have that for reference. Okay. So I have 88 plus 88, or plus 89, plus 90, plus 90, plus 97. plus 102 plus 105 plus 106 plus 107 plus 111 plus 112 plus 112 plus 112. That's 3 of those, plus 114 plus 115, all divided by 15. So that my mean is 103.3 repeating. Okay, there's our mean. Next, for our median. For our median, remember we want to count the pieces of data, which we already know that there are 15. So we are looking for the middle piece of data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check off the first and the last repeatedly. So I'll check off 88 from my list, check off 115. Check off 89, check off 114. Check off 90, check off 112. Check off 90 again, check off 112 again. Check off 97, 112. 102, 111. 105, 107, and what is remaining in the middle is 106, so our median is 106. Finally, for our mode, we want the most common piece of data, and we can actually look at just the leaves here to see what is repeating most often, because in the stem with 9 we have a 0 repeating twice, so 90 occurs twice. But the only other time we have something repeating is 112, repeating 3 times. So 112 is our mode because it occurs 3 times. Nothing else occurs that often.